Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy SPT Killerwood coming back at you again with another video. This time it's not a pickup. Well, I guess it is a pickups video, but it's my finally anticipated waiting of the Severin Films summer sale package. I put the order in at the end of June, and it's just now coming. So if you're like me and had to sit here and wait on it, yeah, it's been a long time coming, guys. But finally, my package is here. Got a lot of titles to show you. So just sit back and chill and enjoy. Maybe you might see some stuff that you might like. But yeah, let's get into it. I kind of went heavy with some of the titles here, so don't kill me here on the comments or anything like that for what a lot of them is, because a lot of them I just needed to kind of fill the gap. So. But I got a lot of other stuff too that I've been wanting as well. So, but yeah, so let's just get started. We got some DVDs first, so I'll start with them first. But we have the Beyond the Seventh Door. I never really looked into much of their DVDs, and then I started looking at them. So, I was like, some of them look pretty cool. I watched the trailer on some of them, and I'll go ahead and pick them up. I'm not going to try to take too much time on this because I don't want it to be too long. But, yeah, we got Beyond the Seventh Door. The next one is the choice cuts from the Grindhouse. It's Grindhouse Trailer Classics. What does that say? 55 great movie trailers. Yeah. So, this is basically just a trailer compilation video. But I wanted to see this. This is something you can always just kind of throw in the background and let it play while you're, messing around doing something else. But just, you get to see a lot of the trailers from back in the day. And, you might see some stuff on there that might maybe entice you to maybe want to go pick something up. So I got that. And then I got the Women's Hell. Just another women in prisons movie. But yeah, I think this was Bruno Mattei. Yeah, Bruno Mattei did this one. Not too bad. Can't wait to dive into this one and see what's up with it. I just hope the DVD quality is pretty good. You never know with DVD sometimes. Then we got the Video Nasties, the Definitive Guide Part 1. This is, I think, another just humongous, compilation of trailers. Just a whole bunch of greatness. I was going to get this like the actual last sale, was it Black Friday? But I just passed on it, and then I seen they were, they still had them or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get these. But this was Part 1. And then I also got Part 2, just more of the same. I think each one of them is like 3 discs, because they're like in a thick case. Yeah, disc 2 and 3. Has and it says a lot of stuff in here about what they are, but there are a lot of trailers. 13 hours. That's a long time to be watching some trailers, but I'm sure it's probably worth it. So I'll definitely dive into those at some point, see how it goes. All right, so next up, there's going to be a lot of sleeves in this, guys. I'm just going to tell you now. I was just trying to fill in a lot of the gaps of the sleeves that I didn't have, and I didn't realize how many I actually ordered until I started looking at them. I'm like, damn, it was a pretty good bit. But we have the Cries of Pleasure. And a lot of these that I have are all, Jess Franco movies, so take it for what it is. Some of this stuff's okay. Some of it's just complete trash. But yeah. So that's Cries of Pleasure. Then we have the, Macumba Sexual. This was a newer release. It came out, like the end of last year or whatever. On some of these titles, I try to wait until they hit that little 6-month threshold, just so that way, when you buy them on the sale, they'll be cheaper. Next up, we have The House of Lost Women. Another Franco. Like I said, the majority is going to be him. You know, they're going to have Lena Romay in there with him. So I don't know anything about none of these. I haven't seen any of them, so you know, I'll see it from firsthand, see how it is. We have black boots and leather whips, or just black boots, leather whips. But yeah, because I've got, you know, the majority of all the other stuff from Severin, so this was just some of the stuff that I needed to fill in the gaps. Because I was trying to get a whole run or whatever, so we have the Big Sleazy, the Crypt of Dark Secrets, and Death Brings Roses. It's a double feature from old Jack Weiss, Weiss. Just another kind of crazy looking one. So it says Sleazathons. Next up, we have Byleth, the Demon of Incest. But yeah, these were all like in the 70s. You know, most of them was like in the 80s. This one right here, I heard is pretty insane. I heard the movie is not great at all, but it's like you got to see it just to believe it. So I had to get this one. But that's The Beast in Heat. You know, Nazi exploitation with some caged dude that like turns in. You know, look at that dude, man. I mean, could you imagine that dude coming at you, trying to do something to you, or maybe some woman, maybe I guess, just hard and nasty stuff. I guess he's supposed to be the Beast in Heat. So, yeah. I don't know. I gotta at least see it one time just to see what it's all cracked up to be about. Next up we have And Now the Screaming Starts. This was from the Amicus set. I believe now I have all of them from the Amicus set. I just needed this one left. I'm still trying to find the box set just to have. Because it came with like I believe like a documentary with it. Whereas if you just bought them individually, you don't get that. Look at that. Crazy looking. But yeah. Just some British horror. You know. In the 70s. Next up we have Sinfonia Erotica. And there's still a good little bit still that I don't have, that I'm just, you know, going to have to wait to the next sales and, you know, and all that. And, you know, I mean, I can't buy everything at one time. I mean, I do good enough just to get what I get, but y'all know how that goes when they just put out way too much stuff and, you know, not only Severin, but just everybody else at the same time, just putting too much stuff out. Next, we have Night of Open Sex. I don't know. Ain't no telling what this is about. Something crazy, but yeah. Next up, we have Christopher Lee and Count Dracula. You know, I'm glad to finally get this one because I've been eyeing it, you know, looking at it like on eBay and places like that. But I just waited for the sale so I could get it cheaper, and you know, let's go Klaus Kinski in there. Let's see how good he's actually going to be in this because, you know, most of the stuff, people seem to kind of hate him, so let's see how this goes. Next up, we have the Mansion of the Living Dead. It's kind of I wouldn't say it's a spoof, but it's kind of like a little horror movie, kind of based on the Blind Dead series. You know, because you got those guys like right there that kind of was in those other movies. But yeah, just another Franco. Like I said, I didn't realize just how many Francos I had until I looked at them. I was like, good Lord. Next up is the Fourth Victim. It's a Giallo, Carol Baker. I thought maybe Umberto Lenzi might have done this one, but he didn't. Because it was kind of right there. Yeah, it was maybe in between A Quiet Place to Kill and Knife of Ice. But Lenzi didn't do it, so this was 1971. But another Carol Baker movie that kind of go with the the Baker collection with Lindsay or whatever. But all right, so next up we have the That's Sexploitation. It's just a documentary. I'd read a little bit on it, but not too much, and it wasn't really expensive. So I think most of these were all pretty cheap. That's why you get them on the sales when they have them, because they're all like half off, and they're fairly reasonable, like $10, $12. Maybe some of them might be 15, but for the most part they're all really cheap, so you can kind of load up on them. We have Barbara Steele in Nightmare Castle. Plus you also get Castle of Blood and Terror Creatures from the Grave, full features. These are in black and white, from the 60s. Definitely needed some more Barbara Steele. She was good in Black Sunday. A few others. So yeah, if you like black and white horror movies, Italian not giallo, but Italian goth, like gothic movies, that's definitely up that alley. We have Lady Libertine, and then it comes with like love circles or something. Not quite sure. So you get another double feature here. I think this was like in the 70s, maybe early 80s, 83, 85. So there you go. Early to mid 80s. Next you have House on Straw Hill with Udo Kier. I've been wanting to get this one for a while too, but I've just been kind of passing it off. I like the stuff that he's in. It's pretty good. Hopefully this one will be pretty good. Totally uncut and uncensored for the first time. That's House on Straw Hill. Then next we have What? By Roman Polanski. I believe this is like a comedy. Not really quite sure. I think that's what it said it was. So, I don't know. I'll check it out. Next up we have Christina, Intervision. Intervision is kind of like a little sub-label of Severin. So I try to get their movies as well, because they're all together, kind of tied together. But yeah, I don't know anything about it, so I think she was in Return of the Living Dead though. So yeah, Return of the Living Dead. So, and then we have Felicity. I think this was I don't know. Can't remember what I'm thinking. But yeah, I don't know. So that was all for that stack. Let me move some more up here real quick. Sorry for the shakes of the camera gun. And you can see I got my little Severin sticker, which I've already got one of those colors. I try to collect all of them, but I've already got another green one. Got a few 4Ks here. Got Faceless. This one came out last year as well. I just waited for it to hit that threshold to get it cheaper. Got Bridget Leahy or however you want to pronounce her name. I don't know. I've heard this one's all right. Not like spectacular or nothing, but we'll see. Then I got Perdita Durango in 4K. They all got their slips with them. These are cheap. I think these are like 15 maybe. So not too bad. Then I wound up getting the Changeling on 4K. I like the way the cover feels. Nice and soft. I've already got the other Blu-ray, but it's a good movie, so went ahead and just kind of double dipped and got the 4K for it. And then next up we have the Day of the Beast. If I'm not mistaken, I think he done like Axiom Mutante or Mutant. if I'm not mistaken. This director, Alex Dilla. Yeah, you can see that. Either way. But yeah, we got Day of the Beast. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he done that one. If he done that one, then it should be pretty good. So I'm hoping this one's good. So this one was like a double pack. The Wild Wild World of James Mansfield, and then you got the Mondo Bellardo. You know, it's in a double pack. Which I'm kind of surprised they still actually had some of these, because I don't know if they actually maybe found some of them, because the summer sale was the first time that I've actually seen these together on their sale. Normally, you know, they sell them individually. So I don't know, maybe if they might have went back in the warehouse and found another case of them or what. But when I seen it, I went ahead and jumped on it because, you know, I was wanting to get this in the box set. So, but yeah, that was that. Next, we have the Shattered Mind. These are the Blu-rays now. So, see his bum. An overpowered atmosphere of surreal insanity. So yeah, this was kind of like filmed like in a warehouse or something. I kind of read a little bit on it, but yeah. That's that. Yeah, we got another Barbara Steele movie here, An Angel for Satan. Just love the artwork. You know, that classic style look to it. It's always great. Another black and white from the 60s. We'll see. I heard that one was I heard it was pretty good, but a little bit slow. So, next one here is Blood Hunt. It's in Spanish. So, but yeah, this one I heard was okay. Some people said it wasn't that great, but then someone said it was pretty good. So, you know, that's why you watch them and kind of judge for yourself. You know, what somebody likes, you know, what they might not like, you might like. So, who knows? But next up, we have All About Evil. I heard this one was pretty good. It's pretty thick, kind of heavy, got a little weight to it. So, I don't know if it might have like a book or something or just multiple discs in it, but it feels kind of heavy. Heavier than, you know, the other ones. This one was like Peaches Christ or something or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, All About Evil. Then we have Nosferatu in Venice, another Klaus Kinski film. Yeah, so we'll see how this one goes. And then last up for this stack is Dracula versus Frankenstein from Al Adamson. I actually have this in the Al Adamson box set, but you know, I wanted it with the slip and all that, so kind of double dipped on it. And then you also get the Brain of Blood as well with this. That's really cool. I kind of wish, you know, that was like on the front cover. Really cool. So, and I believe that one's on the box set as well. I haven't watched any of them yet, but from what I've seen, sorry, trying to move this last little stack over. Now, the last stack I'm going to show you was the pre-order stuff, and this is kind of what took so long. Was you know, if you ordered any of the new titles for the month of August, you know, obviously you had to wait for them to come in. So there was waiting on one for the longest time, and then it finally came. So. But I bought the like all of them. So there's 8 titles, and it was like the bundle or whatever it was called, the 8 bundle or the Great 8 or something like that. But I went ahead and just got that and got all of them. So first up, we have the Journey to the Center of the Earth. This is from 7 Kids, so you know, it's gonna be kind of kiddie, you know, not too bad. But I mean, you know, it might still be a good time. 1977. So we'll see. You know, it says timeless fun for the whole family from the director of Pieces, which that's kind of crazy because, you know, if you've watched Pieces and you know, you kind of wonder how you make something like that. But anyway, next up we have the Private Crimes miniseries. It's got like 4 What is it? 4 parts, 6-hour television miniseries. It's got Edwidge Finch. Sergio Martino directed this. I've heard this should be pretty good. So it was should be pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. Then next up we have the Inconfessible Orgies of Emmanuel, another Jess Franco with the web store exclusive slip cover. Yeah. So just another Emmanuel movie that I haven't never heard of. Then another one we have the Sexual Story of O. Yeah, I probably won't show that in the back. It's pretty graphic there. Another Jess Franco, by the way. Then we have Bad Biology, the Frank Henenlotter film on 4K. This is like in a digipack. I kind of wish at least it would have had like a hard box or something that it could have slid into or something. But yeah, this is from 2008. Henenlotter did Basket Case and Brain Damage and Frankenhooker, and so if it's anything like those, we should be in for a pretty good time on this. So, I just wish it was kind of in the hard case because this kind of looks like it's already kind of not bending or nothing, but when you have it sitting up like that, you just don't want it to crease the little spine here on the side. But yeah, I think it'll be all right. Next up, that was 4K, and the next 3 are 4K. So we have Nightmare. Love this slip, man. That thing just looks awesome. The way they did it. It looks better in person, guys. The colors just really stand out nice. My phone is just not. It's picking it up, but it's just getting the glare from the light. But in person, it looks a lot better. If you have this already, you know what I'm saying. The most repulsive, offensive, degrading, gory, depraved, and horrifying movie ever made. And chop somebody's head off. But yeah, I can't wait to see this. And then in 4K as well, so that'll be great. And then next up, this was kind of a surprise because I thought this was just going to be with a slipcover. But we have The Psychic, from Lucio Fulci. But it's actually like a box. And it looks to be as if it's got a book inside. And then you get the 4K of The Psychic. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see that. Before they announced this, I almost was like tempted to buy The Psychic from Scorpion. I was looking at it, maybe a couple months before, but I kind of just decided to hold on. The copy I was looking at was it was a little pricey. It wasn't like expensive, but more than what I wanted to pay. And then I just kind of forgot about it a little bit later on, and then boom, out of nowhere, here they are announcing it. And I was like, man, thank God. That's what's wrong with today's market. You buy something on Blu-ray today, and 3 months later, they're like, oh, well, here comes a 4K. Like, damn. But the main one that everybody was really wanting was, it was just a sale exclusive. It was kind of how the Four Flies on Grey Velvet did. But this one is the slip case here is Maniac 2, Love to Kill, which, that's kind of made up or whatever. But the real movie is The Last Horror Film. And it also comes with a book. This one again, it's got like a slip box. It's got this all, embroidered and whatever you want to call it, embossed or whatever. It's raised up. I thought it was just going to be a slip cover, like I guess everybody else did. But yeah, it actually came with a slip case. And, it's got Joe Spinell, from Maniac. And that movie is great. So they just kind of went off the name of Maniac 2 to label this. If you know Severin and you know how they are sometimes with like Cruel Jaws, it had Jaws 5 slipcover, and like Shocking Dark had like Terminator 2, and So they've done that before, where they've just kind of like threw out there like random names for the name of it from somewhere else, and that's not even really the name of the movie, but it is what it is. But that really looks cool. I like the way it looks. He's still kind of got the maniac look from the first movie. Um, Love to Kill in 4K. This one's gonna be great. And these things already are going for like 150 on eBay. I've seen even one person trying to sell it for like 250. Now, I didn't look up any sold listings, but I'm sure some people are getting that for it because, the only way you can get it was through the store exclusive, so, or through the sale. Now, some say you can email Severin and like, hey, do you still have any copies left to sell? And they will kind of send you like a little invoice or something through an email. I know that's how they were doing the Four Flies. So if you missed out on this and you want it, because it's not on their website, so just send them an email. Go to the website, contact them, and just ask them, say, hey, do you still have any of them left available for sale? And see what they say. I mean, I can't guarantee you they're going to have any or they will sell it, but I know for Four Flies, they were doing that. But yeah. But that's all I have, guys. I wound up getting 44 titles from the sale. And yeah, now I got a lot of stuff to watch. But I hope you like what you've seen. This was just like a little short video. Tried to kind of keep it short. Still almost 30 minutes. I talk too much sometimes and just kind of ramble on. But hey, if you like what you see, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I usually try to do, like a video every month of my pickups, showing you what I get. And until next time, guys, I'm SPT Killerwood, and I'm out. Y'all have a great day.